Hey guys, I'm Meteorologist Chris Tomer. Let's talk some mountain weather, and it's all about this next western storm system. Here are my thoughts on this. It's a kind of a timeline of 319 to 322. It's hitting the west coast today as we speak. It's moving into California, Oregon, Washington, the Pacific Northwest, and then it's going to move east. I think overall, to me, it looks like it's trending weaker for Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, and New Mexico. Any ideas of it spinning up into a giant low in Colorado seem to be becoming less likely at this point. It's still going to develop into a storm, but I'll show you what I'm thinking with that too coming up. So we've got some snow, and I wanted to show you this. This is Kirkwood near Tahoe here, and I mean, it has been so dry as of late. It's great to see this moisture. I'm not expecting much though, maybe 2 or 3 inches at Kirkwood, Tahoe, up to Shasta, down to Mammoth, but at least it's something at this point. That is the storm system that will be moving in to the Intermountain West. Here's the setup on water vapor. So it looks like this, and that's basically your storm track. Let me mark the lows. So here is our low right here moving in, another low kind of cycling up to the north, and another big low behind that. But this is the one right here that I'm watching for basically today, tomorrow, and Monday. What it's going to do is move very slowly, basically directly east, and then the energy is going to start to drop south. And there's a low that's going to spin up down here off the lee side of the Rockies. Now, in previous days, it looked like the position might be more optimal, but now it's looking like the low might actually develop a little further south, which would pull a lot of the snow, the heaviest snow, away from some areas that looked heavy a couple of days ago. That's just the way it looks right now. So let me just show you, as far as the GFS goes, what it's thinking. All right, let me push this into the future. So here's Saturday night, here's Sunday morning. Snow moving through Idaho, Montana, Big Sky, into the Tetons Sunday morning, and into Utah's Wasatch. So there's Sunday noon, there's Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. At this point, Sunday night, the snow is sliding into Colorado, into western slope of Colorado. Here is Monday morning, snow in Colorado, low beginning to spin up down in parts of Albuquerque, and then it kind of slips a little further south. So that starts to pull the heaviest bands of precip out of Colorado, and then here's Monday night, here's Tuesday morning. It's basically gone at that point. So it's in and it's out, and it's not as strong or deep or optimal as it looked yesterday, or certainly the day before that. All right, let me show you what I'm thinking as far as totals go. And then high pressure would rebuild after that storm system. So all of today through the 22nd, 2 or 3 inches up the Sierra, Mammoth, Heavenly, Kirkwood, Shasta. Better snow in the Pacific Northwest. And then once this storm begins to move east into the Tetons, I'm thinking 7 or 8 inches up there in Jackson Hole, Grand Targhee, Big Sky. I don't know why Big Sky didn't show up, but certainly at least a few inches in Big Sky, probably 4. And then in the Wasatch. I've vacillated back and forth. It really depends on the wind. There's a long list of ingredients that you have to have for a deep, strong March snowstorm in particular. And there are some on the list with this one, but there are some lacking. So 4, 5, 6 inches across Alta, Snowbird, Park City, Brighton, Solitude, Snow Basin. At this point, that appears to be the sweet spot. Maybe 4 in Brian Head. In Colorado, still, like I said yesterday, kind of 4 to 10 inches. I think we'll probably do it. Loveland, Winter Park, A Basin, Keystone, Cameron Pass, Steamboat Vale, Aspen Snowmass. 4 to 10 is probably going to do it. I'd love to be able to say more is going to fall on Tahoe, San Joe Fire, and Ski Santa Fe, but if the low just doesn't set up right, it's not going to happen. All right, so here's phase 2, the 23rd through the 28th. Now, the numbers you see in California come late in the period, 27, 28. So that snow doesn't even fall until the 27th, 28th. And notice the high pressure, it just dries out Wyoming, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico, big time, cutting down on totals. What about the Northeast? All right, so here's the Northeast, all of today through the 28th. There's not a lot of snow here. It appears to be some that may clip Mount Washington, Sunday River, and Sugarloaf, and Cranmore, but everybody else, the numbers are pretty low. All right, well, there you go. That's the way it looks to me right now. Certainly keep an eye on everything. Always appreciate you tuning in here. Take care and have a great weekend.